Welcome to Skyler Jarvis Media.
Red Rum.
Red Rum.
And the myth, the legend.
Skyler Jarvis.
Go ahead.
Red Rum. Red Rum. Red Rum.
Yo, okay.
What's up, everybody? This is the Skyler Jarvis Show. I'm your host, Skyler, and today I'm proud
Oh.
to have one of my favorite guests on this show, Chrissy Renee Jarvis.
I think you said my name wrong.
Are you Chrissy?
No,
Are you Chrissy?
I'm Carson. I think that you just said my name wrong.
Chrissy and Carson.
Thank you, Skylar. That means a lot.
No problem.
I love you.
I love you too. I really do. And everybody who's seen the first Blunders episode, thank you so much for the support. And
This is Blind Blunders.
this is more
Part
Blind
two.
Blunders.
This is double blind blunders.
More Blind Blunders.
This is
So-
blind blunders part 2.
Blind Blunders Part 2. So we got a good set for y'all guys today.
We sure do.
Me and Mama went over them, and if you loved the first part, smash the heck out of that like button.
Destroy the like
Destroy
button.
that like
Oh
button.
my
Destroy the
gosh.
comments.
Obliterate the
Obliterate
comments.
the comments with your favorite parts, what you want me to talk about next.
Uh-huh.
And
This is Skyler Jarvis.
shout out again
yeah.
to Kingdom of God Broadcasting.
Yeah,
Thank you so
formerly
much.
known as Professional Sofa.
Formerly, I heard about that.
AKA
Formerly, yes.
Sofa King.
Formerly, that's good.
Sofa. No. I said it wrong that one time. That's not how it is.
I know that's not how it is, but
Be
it
cool.
correlated with another memory I had.
I remember.
So yeah. So shout out to Kingdom of God Broadcasting.
Shout out.
Thank you so much for the video. I seen it. Thank you so much for the post.
Thanks for
it
being
really
cool.
means a lot. Thanks for being cool
For
and
real.
supporting Skyler Jarvis Media, getting
Yeah.
some subscribers. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you subscribe to Skyler Jarvis Media, then you're probably cool. If you don't, then you probably aren't cool. We don't really know enough about you to know that you're cool or not. So
We
You're probably
don't
not
know,
if you don't
but
subscribe.
yeah,
you're
if
probably
you
not.
don't subscribe, you're
Oh,
good. Yeah, you're
even
probably
Mama
not.
told you. Even
well.
Mama told you. So that should give you a sign.
yeah, we gotta lock that coolness in.
We've
Oh,
got.
guys. You need to take a moment and
Take a moment of silence.
and pray for the people in Western North Carolina too.
Oh,
My goodness,
yeah.
they are
Yes.
devastated.
Let's
Wow.
pray. Let's pray.
Yeah, hurricane's been
Let's have
crazy.
a moment of silence for everybody that's affected by by Hurricane Helene.
Just everybody, if you would, or could, or can, go donate to the charities that
Yeah, definitely.
that are actually legit that will help these guys.
Definitely shout out to the people
Definitely.
that's out there working on it.
Yes.
For
Shout out to
sure.
everybody in Florida. They got hit hard.
Shout out to safety.
Yeah. It was devastating. If we can help in any way, shape, or form with legit charities and stuff like that it
For
goes
sure.
straight to them.
Very much
You
so.
know, we
Be
need to
cool
do
with those
that.
guys.
Because they are, some of them ain't going to make it.
Some of them ain't gonna make it.
People's some people's houses were blown
Oh,
To smithereens.
I mean,
I know
the
you
roof
can't-
was blown right off.
I know you can't see, Skyler, but I've been watching a lot of the little videos, and it's crazy. Whole towns just
Oh
washed away.
yeah,
Ghost
especially in
town and-
Asheville.
oh,
I've seen in
wow.
Asheville. Asheville looks
That's-
terrible.
that's what
and
I'm
I
talking
know a
about.
lot of people
Oh.
in Boone,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they are completely
They're-
destroyed in
It's
Boone.
catastrophic.
It's bad. Like the whole town of Boone is flooded.
Right. And what is it? Maggie Valley is washed away. The whole town. The
Wow.
whole storefront.
Maggie Valley.
Yep.
Maggie Valley. I
Ghost
don't-
town in the sky. It's it's just it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be bad, but well,
we didn't know it was going to be that
right.
bad.
Actually,
Uh.
I didn't know about the storm until the beginning of the week.
Even
I don't think that-
Taylorsville.
Yeah.
Even Taylorsville was like,
Oh, yeah.
so many trees were down.
We
We
got
just got
hit hard.
The
Wi-Fi.
internet,
Yeah.
the internet was shut down for about 2 days straight.
I just did a video not too long ago with just me talking, and I was saying how we had just got Wi-Fi back. Because, or actually, at the point that I made the video, I didn't even have Wi-Fi. I was just saying how there was no power
Yeah.
Well, we had
Something
power.
wrong.
We had power here, fortunately.
Well, we live close to town too, so it gets turned on pretty quick. But
Yeah, because that's their first priority is just
And-
getting the bigger places up.
and we're all sitting here. I mean, and it hit our town bad. It really did, but not like there. And we're sitting here, and I read that they said it would be at least a month before they got any kind of service
Yeah.
going back. So
Yeah, that's what my parents was told, that they wasn't going to get their power back till 2 weeks. But no, it wasn't 2 weeks. That's what Sierra's somebody that Sierra knows. She had gotten power taken out for over 2 weeks. That's what she said. She said that they
Wow.
won't be able to get it back for another
Well,
2 weeks.
Well, I haven't seen a lot of power trucks even here
Yeah.
riding around. So I mean,
I don't remember whether
unless
she
they
said that
sent
she
them-
lives near Hickory, maybe.
right, unless they sent them, to other counties to help and just left us
Maybe.
with a couple.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a couple people in our family that still is
Well, the Wi-Fi, that amazed me that the Wi-Fi was out for that long. Was it
It
2 or
did.
3 days?
Yeah.
It was like 3 whole days where the Wi-Fi was completely out. That is amazing.
That really reminds everybody. That should remind everybody of like what would happen. What would we do if the entire power grid went out?
Oh yeah, if we got hit, and it would just devastate.
Yeah,
It would.
It would devastate everything.
for
Well,
sure.
I mean, we've got stories we're hearing where people are getting service just like for brief moments, and then they're posting these stories about somebody's trapped in an Airbnb, and they was trapped with
Wow.
their, I think it was her husband and her 4-year-old and her dog, and they were on this mountain. It was like 6 miles down to the town, and that whole night they just heard. I mean, it was just. They said it was the scariest thing in their life, and they're stuck up there. And the only way they can get rescued is the air, I think. And don't quote me
Wow.
on that, everything I said. I'm trying to remember what I read, but they're asking for personal aircraft to come save them because they don't know how long it's going to be up there because everything's sliding down. So I mean, there's all kinds of stories like that going around, and it's heartbreaking. And
Yeah.
just everybody keep them in your
Everybody be
thoughts.
cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely
Keep
cool.
them in your thoughts. Keep them in your
Wow.
prayers.
Right.
There are a lot of people that got devastated by this storm, and we're praying for you all. And
We're praying for you.
Yep.
We hope that.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
I mean, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
for sure.
And whatever you
Just
do,
follow the light.
don't lose hope. Do not lose hope. Whatever you
Right.
do,
For sure. You can make it out of it.
Yep.
Keep your head up.
Keep
Let's
your
get
head
out
up.
of there.
Yep.
So
Let's go on to the blind
Let's
blunders.
go
Just
on
Let's
to
get
the
on to the
them in your
blind
prayers.
blunders, man.
just keep them in your
Yeah,
prayers.
shout
Let's-
out to everybody.
Yeah.
All the
shout out to
emergency
everybody.
workers.
Shout out to
For
the
sure.
emergency workers. Shout out to the power crew. Shout out to
Everybody working tirelessly.
everybody working tirelessly
Yeah.
so that we can resume normalcy.
And shout out to Skyler Jarvis Media
That's
for
right.
bringing you the latest news.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Let's
let's
move on.
move on to blind blunders.
Blind blunders. So
I'm ready.
we got some good blind blunders.
These
for
better
y'all.
be good. I'm
These are really
hype.
good.
I'm hype for this.
Well,
I know you are.
and some of them are sighted blunders, but they're still blind blunders.
Blind blunders.
Right. Like
yeah.
when he was born, well, we didn't find out till he was 5 months old, so I mean we had a little bit of time there.
Start off
Uh-huh.
with a good one.
I am. This is a
Yeah.
sighted blunder.
This better be a good one.
It's a sighted blunder. Well, I didn't know blind people had
Had
swim.
blunders.
Yeah, well, blunders, or I didn't know they could swim.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So we had this huge pool in our backyard,
Uh-huh.
and I got scared, and we sold it because I didn't know they swim.
Oh,
Yeah, no shit.
Whoa.
I've never been around a blind person until
Yeah.
Skyler. So we had this nice deck and this pool, and I was like, what if he walks out there and just falls in?
Yeah.
How's he gonna know it's there?
You know how professional swim teachers teach little kids how to swim?
They just throw them in.
They just throw them in.
I know.
They literally pick them up and just throw them in.
Well, I was
And
thinking
then they gotta figure it out.
Maybe he was going to walk out there and fall in, so we just sold the whole pool. But ironically
Whoa.
enough,
And the whole deck.
and the whole deck went with it. And then ironically enough, as he got a little older, I realized blind people do swim. And
Yeah.
he taught himself how to swim because we got a pool that was like 3 foot. We started
Yeah.
low, and then we went up, and he can swim now. A little awkward, but he can
Hey,
swim.
we're gonna put you in a 10-foot pool.
He can still swim.
You got it under control, Skyler?
Oh yeah, I can tread
Okay.
water with the best of them.
He really can.
Really?
It's awkward
You
looking.
do the doggy paddle?
He does.
Heck
He
yeah.
used to do the doggy paddle and just lay there, and he would just paddle and
Oh,
he'd
yeah.
go nowhere. He would go nowhere. Now he can move.
just stay afloat.
Right.
Oh yeah,
And now
I know
he
how it
just-
is.
Now I can go underwater and touch the bottom and
Yeah.
come back
Yeah.
up.
Now you're like that one Poseidon.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it scared me with both my kids whenever they started swimming. When the other little one,
Yeah.
he went out into the open, deep end, it kind of freaked me out a
Like,
little
oh
bit.
no.
but,
Be
yeah, it
careful.
just-
Be cool.
So I guess I didn't know kids or blind people could swim.
I didn't know anybody could swim.
Right, except for me.
Yeah. I'm the only one I know.
Right. And then there's when he was little.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. You want to talk about the one where he got drunk in the park on a swing?
You got
Yes.
drunk in the
He
park
got
on a swing?
drunk in the park at Matheson Park on a swing, and my niece.
Uh-huh.
Taylor. Shout out Taylor.
Shout
Shout
Taylor.
out.
If it wasn't for her, we would never have known this,
Yeah.
and we would have discovered it another way. But his brother's birthday party, his 1-year-old birthday party, was there, and he was tired. It was wrapping up. We went home. Skyler stayed with his grandmother there to play a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'd gotten home, gotten undressed, jammies. Caden was laying down. Mama calls me, very calm.
Yeah.
Skyler's sick? I'm like, no.
Uh-oh.
I just left from there. You know he's not sick. Well, we're going to take him to the emergency room.
Uh-oh.
He's sick. I'm like, oh, gosh.
Oh, dear Lord.
So running through my head, as soon as I got off the phone, I was like, oh, God, he got ran over.
Oh.
I mean, all this other stuff went through my head.
Could have been anything.
Could have been anything. She didn't tell me, and she was extremely calm, and this lady is never calm. So I get to the hospital when it was out here at Alexander, and I walk in, and my stepsister meets me out. He's okay. Just go
This
in there."
hospital?
Yeah, when it was open.
Oh, wow.
And I seen a trail of puke, so I followed the puke, and there my kid was laying, lips blue. I mean, he just was lethargic. I was like, oh my God.
What did you do?
He had all kinds of tests run. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. Sent him home. I put him in the car. He started swaying again and puking, and I stopped.
Oh, no.
I stopped at Flick Video, and I'm screaming with my kid in my arms. I'm like, somebody help me. Nobody knew what was wrong. 3 hospitals later, we found out that he got drunk on the swing.
You got drunk on the
He
swing?
got drunk on the swing from her twisting around, letting go. And for 3 days, this kid could not walk.
So you was just dizzy.
He was just dizzy drunk. Yes.
Bro, I thought I asked you the other day if you ever experienced like those spinny things, because they had them at the park where you put 2 people or 4 people on a
Yeah.
spinny thing, and then you
Yeah.
have to spin
He's
around.
not allowed to do that very
I put
much.
Godero on that the other day, and she whenever she stood up, she fell down.
Oh yeah, well,
She stumbled.
He couldn't walk for 3 days, and it took 3 different hospitals to tell us.
Oh, my
and when
gosh.
when that doctor finally told us, he's like, "Okay, well, let me explain this to you. Have you ever been drunk?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" "Well, you can kind of when you lay down, put your foot down and stop." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, your son can't." And he got dizzy drunk on the swing. I'm like, "Oh, crazy."
Whoa.
And he has to take medicine, like seasick medicine, when he does that. He done it
Oh my god.
by rolling around on the bed later on, but he got drunk
Wow.
on the swing. I mean, 3 days drunk. He couldn't.
Bro, Skyler, we need to do that
Yeah.
again.
It messed him up.
We need to
bad.
put you on one of those spinny things, man. Hey, I got a chair over there. I got one of the rolly chairs. We can spin you around. I just did it the other day.
That is so fun.
I just did it the other day. I just was spinning around for like 3 minutes, and then I started going faster and faster.
Oh,
and
he
then I
can
got Godera
spin.
to do it, and man, that had me tweaking.
He could spin, but he can't. He don't know when to stop. He don't know his limit because he's having fun, and until he stops and feels the effects of it, he don't really know.
Let's do that.
So
After this, we got to do it, Skyler.
That's what happened with my niece. She just kept doing it because he was little and he was laughing and he was having a great time, and she just kept twisting him and letting go. And
Yeah.
they were having such a good time until he stopped. When he stopped, he just shut down. His whole body shut down.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It was crazy.
We're gonna do it, but we're not gonna do it to the point where your body shuts down. How about that, Skyler?
Yeah.
We'll do it right before then,
Yeah.
and then we'll get you going.
See, we just don't know where that point is. He don't.
We don't
either.
know.
We'll find out.
There's only one way to find
Yeah.
out.
We'll test the theories. You look scared.
Yeah, are you excited?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, you're excited, or you scared?
Yeah.
little both.
A little bit of both.
Be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool.
Well, and we went to that same hospital out there when we shut.
in Alexander?
Yes, this was when he was little itty bitty.
Alexander.
Yeah,
That does not exist anymore.
it does not. It is not there, and it is creepy. And
I don't remember whenever it did exist.
really.
I really
He
have.
was
I have no
little.
recollection of the hospital in Alexander County
Oh,
being
really?
available.
He was 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I think. Well, we shut his hand in the van door a long time ago
Wow.
by accident. By accident, and of course, his hands are his lifeline on reading and stuff. So we took him to the emergency room.
Oh gosh.
Oh no, we took him to the emergency room, and the lady, the nurse, come in there, and she's like, "Oh my God, did he hit his head?" And I'm like, "No, why? Just his hand. What's wrong?" And
Oh, no.
she was sitting there. Are you sure?
She was like, "Be cool."
She was like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "No, his head didn't get hit at all." And she's like, accusing me of his head getting hit. And then she ran and got the doctors, thinking that,
they was gonna convince you.
yeah, well, she thought that he had head trauma because he had shut his hand in there. That's what he was in there for. And I'm assuming she thought that we beat him because thinking he had head trauma, got the doctor. And to come to find out, the reason she had those questions is because his eyes bounced around. And I'm like, lady, he's blind. He didn't get hit in the head. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, quit freaking me out. I was like, maybe he did. I don't know.
Maybe he did.
I mean, the doctors, poor doctors, man, they have blunders too.
They have blunders. Wow.
Yeah,
Give us
kinda-
another good one.
Okay.
Gosh darn.
Another good one. Oh, one with Carson.
Uh-oh.
Oh, one with Carson. He come to pick you up. He come to pick you up that day, and I told you to change before you come out, and you come out in my T-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
You put the
You
wrong
did.
shirt on. Yeah, you just walked right out in my clothes.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You did do that.
I was like, yeah,
Be
you need
cool.
to turn around and go back.
Yeah, and then that one day that you came out there and I waved at you. I was over there waving at you. And then
Oh, yes.
I was like, why is he not waving back at
He
me?
was telling us that.
I was actually getting kind of upset. I was like, bro, I mean, what the hell? I mean,
easy
come
to
on,
forget,
man.
Though. It's
And
really
then
easy.
Godera goes, he's blind, Carson.
I know. Be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool,
Carson's
be cool.
pretty cool though. You
Carson-
have saved
yeah.
him from running
Carson's
into
cool.
a table full of people.
Oh yeah.
You have.
You was about to run into a table full of people.
Yeah, and I was standing right there, and Carson said,
And she was gonna let you.
I was, and he was like, "Whoa, people," or something.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool.
Right.
I said be cool.
Yeah. Another thing. This one's really crazy because this one right here kind of makes you think about what we all take for granted, and we don't really. We just know.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's something that we just know, sighted people, and it's the chicken and the egg.
The chicken, like the
Oh,
chicken.
the shitty egg.
The chicken and the shitty egg. That's right.
What does that mean?
You'll find out.
Like
Mine-
this chicken?
Well, any chicken.
Any chicken.
Does that chicken lay shitty
Does
eggs?
that chicken lay?
I don't think that chicken lays eggs,
Does,
but
does
I don't
that
know.
chicken lay eggs and shit on them?
I don't know.
Well,
it's hard telling.
They don't necessarily shit on the eggs. that
I know,
come out.
Mom. I
They-
was joking with Carson.
Be cool, be
it's
cool,
the
be
way
cool.
they come out, they get a little poop on them. But my niece has chickens and eggs, and we got some. And my other son, he was sitting there and he was making eggs, and he said, he said something about shitty eggs.
I don't know
and-
why she sends shitty eggs. Or
Yeah, why
something.
does she send shitty eggs?
Uh-huh.
Well, Skyler did not know how the eggs got from the chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't know that where they come from, and he's like, "Why are they shitty?"
Yeah.
I had to
He just
explain
heard
to him-
somebody say that they were shitty.
Yeah, and then he didn't know why they were shitty because he just thought that they appeared. I guess I don't know,
Uh-huh.
but obviously a lot of blind people don't because Newkirk. Shout out to Newkirk.
Newkirk didn't
We called
know.
him. We called him directly because I wanted to know if it was just Skyler.
Yeah.
and it wasn't. It was Newkirk.
Do
He
you
knew-
think that they're shitty eggs?
Yeah, he did not know that they pooped him out, or yeah.
Wow. Shout out to the eggs.
Yeah.
Shout out to Taylor and and her shitty eggs.
They're really
Yeah.
good. They're really good.
Whoa, be cool, be cool, be cool. Shout out to the chickens too.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chickens.
That make the eggs.
Yep. Shout out to those
Gotta shout
chickens.
But
out
see,
to
we
the
take all that for
chickens.
granted as
Yeah.
you know, We really do. And you don't put two and
Because
two
then we
together.
just figure it out.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he always knew that eggs come from chickens. He just didn't know really how they got here.
Yeah, I've been reading about Helen Keller.
That's
About
cool.
Helen
Yes.
Keller recently. She
Helen Keller's a good-
she explains a lot of the stuff because she was born deaf.
Yes.
But then she became blind, I think, whenever she was like 7 or something. Maybe
she
a
got
little
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a little younger than that. But she said as a child, that's what I remember. And she said that she was just explaining how, how she got to learn everything. And she learned a whole lot.
Oh my gosh, that is just I don't know. Like
For
I said, it
real.
was scary when when I had him and I found out.
Yeah.
It's like how they asked me what were some of my goals for him, and it was crazy that I would even say this now, but like the changing of the seasons, and
Yeah.
I kept thinking about stuff like that, like
Uh-huh.
how will he know what's next? But
Yeah.
I mean, of course, that's
Yeah,
my
well,
blind blunder, my sided blunder right there because I didn't know.
Even like Helen Keller, she wrote about how she would, because she became completely blind, and the reason that I think that that's true, because I don't think that she straight out said that she was completely blind, but the reason I think that that's true is because she would say how she scaled the sunlight being there was by how warm it was outside.
Yeah.
And if it was dark outside, it was kind of colder, or she wouldn't feel the rays of the sun, basically.
She was very, very like, oh gosh, I don't
She
even know the
knew
word.
what.
She was very upset that she went blind. She was just spoiled, or not.
Yeah.
not spoiled, but she was just. I don't know. She would. I don't even know the words.
Well, she
It's so late,
she
I'm
did
sorry.
have a lot of help, and that's very
The
fortunate
worker
too.
was
Yeah,
amazing.
the teacher, her
Ann
teacher,
Sullivan.
She
Ann
was not.
Sullivan. Is it Ann Sullivan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she wouldn't take no crap from her. She was like,
Yeah.
"No, you ain't doing this until you learn this," and that's what it took because she was used to getting her way.
Yeah.
Because she was like that, and she was like, meh, meh, and then she get what she
Well,
wanted.
just as like a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's trying to have her
And
way.
That's just amazing. He stayed at the school she went to for a few
Really?
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it looked like Hogwarts.
Yeah, she went. Well, she
It
went
did.
to
The
it looked like
Perkins School.
Wow.
The Perkins School for the Blind.
Yep.
Well, she actually went to. I think that she went to go on to like teach too, to teach kids as well, and she went to a regular college too. It wasn't. She went to several like deaf and blind schools, but there was some. There was a college or something like Cambridge. She went to Cambridge, and she was explaining her difficulties trying to learn there because they had to put like the textbooks in Braille, and then her teacher had to interpret the teacher teaching there, either the professor teaching there into her hands, because I mean that's the sign language to the
Right.
hands is how they would communicate, how she would communicate,
Now just imagine.
and she learned to speak.
Did she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, she learned to
Yeah,
speak
she did.
very like it's not like it's
I know
very
what you're
good
talking
for a
about.
dumb person, but I mean seriously, that's
You're
it's
right.
crazy that she's able to even speak, because some dumb people don't even get the chance to even learn how to speak.
Right. And
I remember hearing when we were studying Helen Keller in school,
Mm-hmm.
and hearing her teacher do it with her and say, "I am not dumb now," and that was just
Yes,
that was the
yeah.
that was the most surreal moment.
Yeah.
you know,
because that's what people called them back then.
in the
Yeah.
They called 'em-
well, it's not even that, Mama.
Well, that's just
It's just the fact that we were studying somebody that was deaf but was also blind that I could relate to.
yeah. She had never been able to say words before or hear words. That's the
Right.
craziest thing.
Right. And now, what's crazy is they used to take field trips over to the deaf school and have lunch with them.
Yeah,
The blind
you told
and
me
the
about
deaf.
that.
And I was like, I would love to be a fly on the wall to see how they communicated.
Yeah.
And Skyler's like, well, we did the best that we could.
How
And-
did you communicate
Yeah, I
with
mean,
each other?
because they can't see you or they can't hear you, and you can't see what they're signing. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
crazy. They
Some
went
of
that
them, just like
It's like
how-
opposite types of speech.
Just like how certain blind people have certain degrees of blindness,
There's different levels.
there's
of
different
deafness.
degrees of deafness.
yeah,
as well.
Right.
for sure.
Like somebody might be able to understand a little bit, but they might not be able to hear far away from them.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
I'm going to tell you somebody that can hear and hear very well, and that's Skyler Jarvis.
Yeah.
Skyler Jarvis.
Skyler Jarvis can hear very well because it was proven when he made a tape of his grandmother driving the car. We had to, we had to take and tell him to quit recording people after this because he would record people all the time without them knowing.
Uh-huh.
And they went somewhere and then come back.
Yeah.
And Skyler comes in and he said, well, Mama ran over a cat. And I'm like, a cat?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Whoa.
yeah, you want to hear it?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, sure. So he, on this tape recorder he had, he rewound it back, and you could hear Mama talking, and then all of a sudden, you could hear clunk, 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 and then she goes, I hit it, I hit it, I hit it. I'm like, what?
I hit it.
So I called his
I
Mama.
think that
and
you've told me about this before.
I wondered,
think you've told me this story
and
before.
I called Mama, I'm like, why did you hit a cat, man? She's like, how did you know? I'm like, I heard you hit it.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
So how'd you hear it?
Yeah. So he's got bad ears. He's got bad ears.
Dang.
That's the nickname Mama gave me. And
Yeah.
I used to think she was saying bad ears.
Yeah.
No, he ain't
bat
got bad-
ears. Bat.
He ain't got bad ears
Bat
or a bad
ears.
memory at all. He's
Yeah,
got,
some bats are blind.
Yeah. He ain't got a bad memory at all.
Yeah.
Now, he's got it mixed up a couple times. Like, he kept telling people, remember that time you locked me and Caden in the room, Mom? And I'm like, no. I didn't ever lock you in the room. Yeah, you had the baby gate and you locked us in the room. We were screaming and crying and you wouldn't come get us. And it took me a minute to figure out that we were shampooing the carpet and we had them in the room. And they were just wanting out, and we
Yeah.
couldn't let them in there. But he's got a memory like you
Whoa.
wouldn't believe, man. But that's how he started.
I remember
off.
like the blue carpet that we had down when I was real little.
Yeah, and he's like, we were screaming and wanting out and you locked us in the room, Mom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He was tweaking out. Just
Yeah.
be cool, man.
I was telling her like Mama would go to watch the Twilight movies.
The Twilight movies,
yeah,
with
she-
the vampires and the werewolves and
yeah.
stuff like that.
No,
yeah.
that was mine and Caden's thing.
Yeah,
So-
like the fairies.
She took Caden to see Eclipse, and I was pissed. I was like, I want to go see this movie.
Damn.
And they wouldn't.
You wasn't being cool about
I
it.
went, no. Mama wasn't being cool about it
Yeah,
because
well, that's mine and Caden's thing.
No, you wasn't being cool
because
about it.
He didn't care for movies
listen.
At the time.
You didn't care for that stuff, Skyler.
I hate when you do that stupid shit, Mama.
Be cool, man.
Wow.
God dang, be cool, Skyler. Gosh dang, man.
All right,
Jeez.
Carson.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you're
No,
cussing
Mom.
at her and stuff,
No,
man.
Mama.
Jeez. Go ahead.
Dang,
I
man.
just like when you sit there and stuff like you never.
Well, you're not being cool
You
to the
didn't
guest,
get-
man. We have a guest here, and you're just not being cool.
Cool, Carson.
Okay.
I don't know if you are. Okay, go
As
ahead.
long as you're cool, man, be cool.
Anyway,
Anywho,
Go ahead.
dagnabbit, I lost track of it.
so did you want to see the Twilight movies or not?
So yeah, yes, I really did.
Genuinely.
Genuinely.
Did you
because-
see the first one?
No, I seen New Moon back then,
But
That
that's
was
not the first one.
And that's not the best one. That's
New
probably
Moon's like the second one.
It is, and it's really not even. It's probably the.
Twilight, New
bottom
Moon,
one's
then
my
I think
favorite.
like Eclipse.
Eclipse. I really liked Eclipse,
Eclipse
but
is bad. I'm a Twilight fan.
I'm telling like I really wanted to see it, and Mama swears and be damned she doesn't remember, but
Because he never wanted to watch movies.
because
You only wanted to watch it just because they was going without you, and you felt like
No.
you wasn't being included.
no, Carson. I mean, I really did want to go see it, and
Dang. And then you wouldn't take him.
but yeah, and then Mama got me in the car, or I got in the car because Mama came back by the house,
Uh-huh.
and she pulled my ass out of the car, and she don't remember it.
I don't remember that. But, you know what I mean? You would not go with me on my birthday movie that me and Caden was going. You refused to go with me on my birthday to see a movie. So, in all
So which
fairness
one is
there-
it?
This was way after.
Oh.
Yeah, so in all fairness,
You don't like movies.
Mama,
He likes movies.
Oh.
He likes
don't
movies,
get it in
but-
his head that I don't like movies.
Ew.
Be cool, man. Be
Right.
cool.
Do you know this? He used to be the cuss police.
You used to be the cuss police.
He
Yeah.
used to be the cuss police.
Stick $1 in the cuss jar.
Oh no, you wouldn't even stick
In
it
the
out.
curse jar.
If you was a stranger walking by and said something, he'd
And you said, don't say that.
Yeah, he's like,
What would you say?
what would you say? He'd be like, just don't. Hey, you ain't supposed to say that.
No,
I mean, to
I'm
just random
genuinely
people.
curious as to how that interaction would go down.
No.
So you would just see random people and they would say
Yeah.
like, "Holy beep beep beep," and then what would be your
Just say
response
you're not
then?
supposed to say that.
He would stop dead in his tracks
Dead
to tell
in my
them not to
tracks.
cuss.
So and then you would just try to get their attention, or you would just straight up say, "Don't say
Just
that."
straight up.
He
Well,
straight up and told him.
up.
And word for word, just for an instance, I'm beep beep beep, beep and you're walking by. Go ahead.
Say what
Sorry,
you
man.
said.
You're not supposed to say that.
You never said sorry. You was
Or-
blunt. You was
just straight
blunt.
up.
You're not supposed to say that, man.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, he would jump onto him and like
So
some
would
of
they-
our friends, he
would
would
they-
jump onto them.
Would they be like, "Hold on"?
Thank goodness people, have some
Thank goodness people had a
sympathy
little
for the blind.
Sympathy
there,
for the blind.
There for at times, or he would have got his butt kicked
Yeah.
because he was the cuss. You couldn't say
Yo.
nothing in front of this kid.
You're not supposed to say that.
right. It's
You're not
kind of
supposed to
crazy.
say that.
And then
Did-
when he, yeah,
Was anybody like a smart aleck to you and was like, "I'm not like, what am I supposed to say then?"
no,
No.
thank goodness,
Oh,
because I'd have had to run off.
They didn't back talk to you.
No.
What do you think I'm supposed to say then?
People were like, people are crazy when you go out. I mean, like.
Sometimes
go
they're
to-
cool.
yeah, we
Sometimes
would go-
they ain't.
We'd go to Walmart and I was sitting there and I can't do 5 things at once. So he had wanted something at the Wilkesboro Walmart and we went and got it. And before we went and paid for it, I stopped because I was texting and I couldn't drive a buggy. Lead him around and talk or text at the same time.
Yeah.
And just out of the blue, this little old lady come up and she says, "I have something to give to him. Hold out your hand, please." and he held out his hand and she gave him like $2 or $3 in bills and then a handful of change and said, "God wanted me to get this, wanted you to have this." And I'm like,
Whoa.
I mean, I didn't,
What was it that I was getting?
it was,
Well- Yeah.
The devil came to Michigan.
yeah.
Be cool. Be cool.
They just, people
We
just
need to
give
get
him.
a voice box for Carson.
What does that mean, man?
I mean, you're saying the same thing.
Do I need it? What is a voice box? You said that before.
You know how like when people like if their lungs mess up or something. Or
Oh
if
yeah,
they
so
smoke
I can
too
say
much.
I can
voice
say
box, yeah.
be cool, be cool. Is that what you want me to do?
Be cool.
That was-
Yeah.
You would rather me do it in
That
a
would-
weird voice?
Cool. That would be
So that's
cool.
what you want? You want me to just say it in like a weird,
Like a
different voice, like a
robot-
robot
like a
alien
robot
voice?
Yeah,
Be cool, be cool. Be cool, be cool.
that would be crazy.
Okay, Skyler, be cool.
T-phone home.
E.T. phone home.
E.T. be cool.
Yeah.
E.T. be cool.
But I
Be
mean,
cool,
people,
E.T.
but people, they would generally.
So they just gave
walk-
you money?
Yeah, they would walk up to him, and he figured something out. So he figured out how to use his little gift there.
Oh.
No, and you know something, we would
good
all
gosh.
do it. We would all do it. So
Yeah.
he feels bad for it. And I told him not to because we would all do it when we were little if we could.
Uh.
But they used to have a thing called Kids Club, and people from different parts of United States would come on mission trips to Taylorsville for
Yeah.
a week at a time. They would rotate these groups out. They went to the park. They had a great time. So everybody loved Skyler. He was like the center of attention there because he sung and just was not. He was just full of himself.
Yeah.
And he would get to talking about Thomas the Train, and he'd be like, "Well, I don't have that one."
Do you like Thomas the
He
Train?
loved Thomas the
Shout
Train.
out.
He loved trains.
Shout out to Thomas the Train
Yes.
for sure.
Shout out to trains
Well,
in general.
In general, he
Yeah.
just loved them. Well, anyways, he would sit there and he would say, "Well, I don't have this train."
Yeah.
And at the end of the week, they had a cookout to send these people off and say goodbye. And lo and behold, he would have that train.
Really?
They would give him the train. They would go Walmart and get him the train that he didn't have every week until I finally got fed up with it. And I'm like, look, your brother goes there. It's not fair to anybody else. And I said, if I see one more train,
we're going to chuck it at your face.
I told him we're going to take your most favorite toys and I'm going to take you and you're going to hand them out and give them to people that don't have things.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's enough.
That's what you was doing, Scott. You was manipulating people to give you trains.
Manipulating to get trains.
Dang, Skyler.
Yeah. He was using it hard.
Dang, bro.
Okay, who keeps daggone calling?
Oh, it's your dad.
You're just trying to get those trains, man.
Yeah.
Gosh, dang it.
Y'all keep talking.
Do you feel bad about getting those trains, Skyler?
I feel bad about doing it.
Okay, hold on. That was such a politician answer. Yeah.
he got a lot of trains that way.
You did not. Okay, so just to make it clear, you did not feel bad that you got those trains. You just felt bad that you did what you did to get those trains.
Exactly.
Because you still got the trains.
Well, no, actually,
man.
I don't.
You know what, bro?
Not
Dap
a
me
lot
up.
of them.
Okay, then dap me up.
Oh, good gosh.
I have
Tell him
got-
you're on the
I am.
podcast.
Hold on.
Be cool.
Hello, I'm on the podcast, like right now. Give me 10 minutes. I'll call you right back. I read your message. Okay, bye.
Be cool.
Your dad's still on the side of the road. He broke down.
Be cool.
He's needing us to run and get him.
Be cool.
But yeah, I mean, Skyler, he used his little gifts.
Dang, man. I cannot believe
he
that.
didn't get beat up because, his gift as well.
Sorry, be cool.
He didn't get beat up as well when he would, butt into people's business
Yeah.
and tell them not to talk like that.
Dang. And you did. So then you just went to school and you started telling people, just be like, don't give me any trains. Please, do not give me any trains. If I bring this train to my house,
Yeah, well, he just quit saying that
they're
they
gonna
didn't
chuck
have
it at my face.
because he learned very quickly that if he said the right things,
Yeah.
he would.
But he's not ashamed that he got those trains.
No, I don't think he is. Which I wouldn't be either. I mean, you got what you use.
You
what
still
you
got your
you know?
trains, man.
You've got to
man.
be. I mean, he's a charming young man.
Yeah.
He really is, and you got to use what you got.
It's your survival technique.
You just
Yeah.
gotta use it in the
Well, I
right
told
way
him-
and not to get
Right.
things you don't have.
Yeah,
I told him-
with great power comes great responsibility.
Right.
Exactly.
Shout out Ben
Yes.
Parker.
Yeah,
I
shout
told
out.
him a long time ago, whenever we was at a birthday party at the park,
Yeah.
and this little girl had come up to him, and Sky was eating cheese puffs, and she was going, "Oh, how pitiful, how pitiful." And we teach our kids that. I know you don't have children right now, but we teach our kids how to act around people that are different.
For
we
sure.
really do. And this little girl didn't, for one reason, think he was pitiful. It was something that the mother said.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be. She was littler than him, but she was just staring, saying, "How pitiful." And then I'm sitting there like, I'm wanting to knock this little girl out, but I couldn't because she wasn't mine. So I couldn't hit her. But when Skyler looked at me and said, "Oh, I'm so pitiful," I grabbed him and I jerked him around and I said, "If I ever hear you call yourself pitiful, I will wear your ass out in front of all these people."
Whoa, you started
And that-
calling yourself pitiful?
Yeah, well, he was just repeating what she said.
Oh, that's what it was.
He was sitting
Okay.
there still. He was just eating happy as could be. I'm
Did
so
you even know what it? Did you even know what it meant?
Yeah, I think he did. He knew. what it,
No, I don't think I did because
You don't?
like you said, I was just repeating what she had said.
Well, and I tell you what, it was just like I had wore that little girl's ass out because
Yeah.
it hurt her feelings. Because I mean, I scared him. I yanked him up and I said, "If I ever hear you call yourself pitiful again, I will wear your ass out in front of everybody." And she went running to her mama crying, which was fine with me because, I mean, she
Yeah,
said what
she'll
she said.
learn.
She did. She will learn. And, throughout the years, having people come up to him and ask him questions, and we've always welcomed that and encouraged that instead of staring. And if I see like little kids staring, I know he can't see them.
Yeah.
But if I seen them staring, I would be like,
Start
"Why don't
making
you come
ugly
ask him?"
faces.
Yeah, why don't you come ask him instead of shy around your parents and
If I see anybody staring at me, I usually make a crazy looking face.
right. Well, see, he
like-
can't. But I mean, and I sit there and I'm like, come on, come ask him.
Well, I mean,
what
I
you
could
want.
make a crazy face. I just couldn't see it.
You just
Right.
don't know
see
what
them
direction.
staring to make the crazy
Right.
face.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
And so
Be cool.
stuff like that, is just throughout the years and.
Yeah,
Just,
that's
and what really gets me is when people come up to us
and just stare.
talk to him and I don't know their names.
Uh-oh.
But he would if he's seen them.
Uh,
But he can't put the voice together, and I know he knows them. And between me and him, we don't know who the hell we're talking to.
yeah, we don't know
I
who we're
mean,
talking to right now.
It's-
We just know.
We just know we're talking to somebody that we know.
Yeah,
You know,
or maybe we don't know.
we just
Tell-
don't put two and two together. We can't work together like that.
Yeah.
tell her about. Tell Carson about the
Her.
I know. I caught that.
the
Be
window,
cool.
the window or the visor.
Oh yeah, we was at McDonald's
Mickey D's.
the other day, and he's like, "Mom, what's this place right here?"
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "What place are you talking about? This building right here." And I got tickled because it was a damn sun visor. The sun visor was down, and he was thinking he was a whole new building
Oh
there.
man, be cool.
So
man.
therefore, there goes to show you. And
Yeah.
we don't know how much he can see. He can see more than we think he can, but not as much as we think he. You know what I'm saying? It's just strange. He thinks, I don't know. It's
What
crazy.
do you think, Skyler?
I don't know. It was a weird moment because I looked.
Yeah,
and
he
I
was
thought,
freaking out a little bit. He was like, "Wow."
Wow, that was like me one time. I got really tweaked out because I thought that I was seeing stuff, but really I had a hat and it was like something dangling on the hat. It was like a tassel. It was like a tassel dangling on the hat,
That's
and
a sided blunder.
I'm like, do I not?
Yeah.
Am I not seeing this? Am I tweaked? Because every single time that I would turn to look, it would move out of my sight. But then it would like kind of come back.
Goes through.
And I'm like, what? It's
Yeah.
like barely in my peripheral vision. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? I was
Right.
legitimately tweaking out.
Well,
Bad.
That's the way he is with some things, and we could even pull up in the driveway. And if I pull up a different way, he'll get out and start walking, and we have to call him back a little bit, 'cause
Just start
he'll be-
walking off
the-
like Joe
yeah.
Biden.
The yeah.
Tell
he
him-
would just be getting there.
Tell him when I
Tell her.
ran into the truck.
You ran into a truck. Well, you already just told the story, basically.
Oh well, I can't tell that on.
You just spoiled it, man. You already spoiled
He
it. She
was-
can't tell it now.
He was with his cousin sitting in the car,
Uh-huh.
and he got out, and he come up to get his food that I just pulled up and got out. Or I was listening to a song, so I hadn't got out. He'd come up, grabbed his food, turned around, and then turned and walked right into the truck. And it shook the whole entire truck. I'm like, oh, God, did you just run?
Oh, gosh.
But you've got to, the state of mind that he was in was, he ran into the truck.
Oh.
He was with his cousin. He ran into the truck. Like, just
Whoa.
boom.
You
I
was
mean,
not being cool.
He took 2 steps away and just went kaboom.
Be cool. Be cool. Be
I laughed
cool.
for an hour over that.
Just be cool.
Yeah. But we used to do the furniture. His dad had a bad habit of moving furniture around.
Yeah, and then he wouldn't know his way around.
Yeah, he'd come in and be
Different maze.
Yeah.
New achievement unlocked. You moved on to the
Right.
next level.
But he's got a little cocky as he got older,
and then he started doing like flips and
Yeah,
stuff.
he gets a little cocky when he gets older about his cane, not wanting to use it because he thinks
You think you know your way around,
Yeah.
don't you?
Really, Mama?
Really.
Dang.
But he used to take gymnastics. He played t-ball,
She's
soccer.
exposing you. We got her on here just to straight up expose you, Skyler.
He played all them sports when he was little, with the help of a runner with him.
Yeah.
One of the parents was running with him.
Right.
Either
this
that or
way.
Dad.
Yeah.
You got to go this way.
Right. He got participation trophies.
Yeah, over here. That's all right, bro. All the sports I've ever played, I've only got participation trophies. And wrestling, I mean, except for wrestling.
You wrestle.
But, yeah.
We tried to get him to wrestle, but he's too kind-hearted to wrestle.
But, hey, I really wasn't good at wrestling. But in this one incident, it was essentially a participation trophy, but it wasn't. I had
Right.
gotten third place only because there was only 3 people in my weight class at that time.
Oh, wow.
So I got third place by default.
But that's still cool. That's still cool.
I guess so.
That's still
I think
cool.
I
That's
won
still
one
cool,
match
man.
there, but at least I still got third place.
I think he would have kicked ass in it because
Yeah.
I mean to start off and they had blind wrestlers at his school
Yeah.
that had a wrestling team.
Me and my brother would wrestle in the floor.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Skyler could pin somebody down if he wanted to. I mean,
Really?
it's just if he would have took the time to learn every.
Yeah.
you
Well, there
know.
are people. I've heard of blind wrestlers before.
Oh gosh, there's
For sure.
blind long jump people. My
Yeah.
brother sent me a meme, and I'm going to hell. I swear I am for laughing, but it had a little saying up there, and it showed this dude running and doing the long jump, but he was blind and he totally missed
Oh,
missed
no.
the whole spot. But he sends me all kinds of funny little things like that.
Man,
Yeah.
if you're going to hell for that, man, I couldn't imagine what happens to me.
Oh, God.
All
Well,
the
there's
memes
this-
I've ever seen in
there's
my
this-
life.
There's this one that
I've seen some crazy.
There's this kid. There's this kid
I sent mama a meme
of what?
or on Instagram, and I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I was telling him because
Oh,
I told her the story on the podcast.
oh gosh.
Not this one. I told it on mine. on
Oh
on
God,
another
that was
one.
horrible.
When was that? Which episode?
That was the last one that I did with
Oh,
Catherine.
That
It was
was
a podcast
horrible.
with Catherine Watts.
That is horrible
Shout out
as
to
a mother.
Catherine
Shout out Catherine Watts.
Yes,
for sure.
That is a
Yeah.
moment in a mother's.
Do you remember that one?
Mm.
Do you remember the meme that he sent you?
I think so. It was the dirty one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was something you should never share with your parent. But he did not take it that way. He took it something
Yeah.
totally different. He didn't know what
It was the sound
Yeah.
that it was making. It just,
but it wasn't the sound that I was seeing. I was like, "Good Lord!"
Oh
what are you
yeah.
doing?
It was like, oh goodness.
It was a slurping.
For real.
God.
He was listening. He listened to it like 6 or 7 times and he
Yes.
was bawling laughing over here.
Yes.
And then he was like, and I never even seen it. I just kept on hearing it over and over and,
And it
over
was
again.
funny,
And he was dying laughing. He was like, I don't know what's going on, but I got to send this to mama. This is funny.
Oh gosh, I'm telling you what.
And then just not that long after,
he called me.
he called you. He was
And
like,
I'm like-
mama, this is funny.
And
You
I'm
need
like,
to watch this.
please have the guys explain to you what's going on in that video because I will not.
No.
Yes, so that was awful.
I can't believe that, Skyler.
But I'm glad he has that kind of relationship with me. And I
Yeah.
can tell him to go to somebody else if I need to. You know?
Yeah. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
He's just pretty cool, but you know.
You're pretty cool, man. Be cool.
He is pretty cool. And, you know, sometimes we have
Sometimes
to
you
pick
ain't
him.
cool.
Yeah, sometimes that stuff like that's just, you know, a mother don't need to see her
Yeah.
child sin, but
Sometimes you're cool. Sometimes you
What-
ain't cool.
what,
Skyler.
but
what
I
are
thought it
some of
was
your other
hilarious
blind
that he
blunders?
sent it to me
Yeah,
and
it
didn't
is
know.
funny. That's super funny.
Yeah, that made me laugh, regardless of what the content was. It was very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole situation.
The whole thing, the whole shish
Yeah.
kabang was crazy.
Yeah, he does little things like that all the time. Well, his brother, they were in the back seat, and I don't know why. Well, I guess it was real comfortable around me.
Uh-huh.
And his dad got out and walked in, done something, and Caden,
Oh.
Skyler goes, ask her. And Caden goes, hey, Mom, do you prefer CDs or tapes?
Oh
And I'm like,
God, no.
I said CDs, and he
No.
said CDs nuts, and I'm like, oh
No.
my God. Why did you do that? Why?
Oh no, he cut the last part of it out too.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, she better be glad she didn't say tapes.
Yeah. Oh dear Lord.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah,
If she would have said tapes, it would have been CD's nuts. Watch me tape them to your forehead.
Okay.
know.
Be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
I mean,
Be cool, man.
that's-
Be cool.
That's what they did to me.
Gosh dang. Be cool, dude.
What are some of your other blind blunders,
Be
Mama?
cool. Be cool.
There's just
IDT.
okay. Let's say a couple, and then we gotta go
Let's
probably
jump right
pick up
into
your
it.
dad. We can't leave him stranded too long. Oh, he asked me when he sung the national anthem.
Oh, good
He
gosh.
was
That's on YouTube.
yes. It's
I watched
great.
it. Yeah.
great.
Good job, Skyler. Shout
is
out to
so
Skyler
great.
Jarvis.
Gracias.
Skyler Jarvis sings the national anthem.
It's on
at
YouTube.
Special Olympics. It is probably the best video of him ever. That he was asked to sing the national anthem.
Gracias.
Yes, Assy Grass.
Assy
Yeah.
Grass.
He was asked to sing the national anthem for a Special
And you
Olympics.
did it.
And he has always been full of himself, like very cocky.
Yeah.
And when he was out performing, and we were like, "This is for our nation. Don't mess this up, you know."
This is for our nation.
Right. This is not about you, you know. And then he would never practice. And then he's like, "I got this, Mom." I'm like, "No, you don't understand. People mess up the words all the time. You are better than that. You are going to learn the words because you've got a memory like, you know."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I got it." And never would practice. Well, when he went out there.
It's like
and-
him on the podcast. I was like, do you know what you're going to talk
Yeah.
about, bro?
Yeah, and he went out there and he nailed this thing. And my video of him singing does not come close to what he sounded like.
Really?
It was amazing in that. I mean, he had people in tears everywhere.
Really?
Everywhere. From that video, he had gotten invitations to sing at the crawdads.
Oh, my
at
gosh.
the fast pitch ball games, the girls' ball games. I mean, he sung it everywhere to where he got burnt out on it. I mean,
Whoa.
it was just amazing.
So you
Well,
became
I didn't
famous
get
on
burnt
it.
out.
He
I didn't
did.
get burnt out on it. People just
People just
I
didn't want to
guess-
listen to you no more.
no. It was.
Oh.
Whenever I started going to GMS, it kind of slowed down
Oh well,
because
yeah, he sung for the convention in, I think it was in
it
Greensboro.
was in 2015.
Yeah, it was in Greensboro.
Oh my
It was for
gosh.
the teachers and stuff, and half of the teachers knew him there.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Like there would be teachers from GMS
Yeah.
approaching me. Hey, Skyler.
right. And he's in Greensboro, and this is for everybody.
You're literally famous at that point.
right.
I was still getting used to that. At that point, I was still getting
Still
used
getting
to my
used to the
voice
fame.
being well. Not even that. Still getting used to my voice. You know, changing.
He was coming into manhood and the creepiness. Yeah.
Oh.
And
was.
he
Yeah.
would sing it different every place,
Every
but
time.
that
Oh,
one was
no.
just crazy. But as soon as he got done, he looked at me. And we showed him different people singing it so he could pick his range and whatever.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got done, he's like, everybody's just cheering and crying, and he's like, "Hey, Mom, did I do it better than Whitney Houston?" I'm like,
Nobody
"Dear."
does it better than Whitney Houston.
I don't
Shout
know.
out
I'll say
Whitney.
that.
Shout
I'll
out
say that
Whitney.
now.
Yeah, shout out Bobby and Whitney.
Houston, yeah, shout out Whitney.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston. She did that song so good. It's
Yeah.
so iconic.
Most definitely.
Right.
But not
Most
as good as
definitely.
Skylar Jarvis.
That's right.
Yeah,
He
not as
did-
good as Skylar
he-
Jarvis.
I mean, it was
Shout
amazing.
out.
That was just a cell phone video.
Yeah.
He just, and he was showing out when he did the home. He like drug that
extended
out,
it way
yeah.
too much.
But
Oh,
He was
gosh.
just showing off.
You was showing off
He
too
was
much,
showing
wasn't
off.
it?
He
Wasn't
was.
you?
He was.
I
just
had
excellent.
I had a good high range.
Dang.
back then.
You're all
He
over the
did.
internet now, ain't you?
Yeah.
There's people that'll come up to me even now.
Be like, aren't
And
you
be like-
Skylar Jarvis?
Yeah, I
There's
seen you on your
videos
podcast.
out there that I don't even know he's on from the kids club.
They've
They've got. I mean, all across the. I've found new ones. Like
Where?
I found a couple new ones
On YouTube?
on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, we're doing deep dives of
Yeah.
you.
Hey, next
You're-
time you see one of them, send them to me, please.
I will. Well,
You're all over the internet, Skylar
he
J.
is now if we just get them all together.
Yeah.
Now if we could just get them all, yeah.
Maybe we can actually make you famous.
Get them on the podcast.
We're gonna
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get the new and improved Skylar Jarvis on here.
Shout out Laura Noss.
Who?
Who?
Laura Noss.
Who's that?
Kids Club, mama.
Oh, look.
It's Laura. Duh. Oh my
Laura.
gosh.
We love
Sorry,
her.
Laura.
We love Laura. I'm so sorry.
We love you so much.
So sorry. Mwah.
And
Better not let Laura hear you.
we better not let you down, Laura.
We,
Yeah.
We're gonna make you
She
famous
loved
next,
my
Laura.
children. She loved my children. She really did. She took care of them. So.
She really did.
Shout out.
She really did.
And shout out Skylar Jarvis.
Shout out Wholehearted Entertainment.
Shout
Shout
out. Sandy, wait, what's her name? Sandy Slapalotopus.
Slapalotopus.
Sandy Slapalotopus.
Yep.
The octopus.
The octopus. She slaps.
And the
octopus.
pumpkin.
And the pumpkin.
She slaps.
Professor
She
Pumpkin.
slaps a lot
Professor
of. No.
Be cool, man. Be cool.
Be cool. Be cool.
I.E.T. phone home.
Be cool.
Yeah, we need to phone home. So.
So this is Skylar Jarvis.
What's your best blind blunder on the list?
I think the chicken and the egg was mine because it was just a blind blunder, and it was a sided blunder that I didn't know to even explain to you. I think that was probably the best blind blunder. Is you did not know. You knew that a chicken or an egg came from a chicken, but you didn't know really how it got here.
Didn't know it laid shitty eggs.
You did not know it laid shitty eggs. That is
So,
right. And other blind people didn't either. So I mean,
Tell Carson about what you was going to tell him.
What was he gonna tell me?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Be cool. Be
I was
cool.
walking uptown, right? I was going to the Brews or something other, and this dude he walks by, or no, he didn't walk by. He drove by. I was walking, and he threw a jar of mayonnaise at me.
He threw a jar of mayonnaise
Hell
at
yes,
you.
I was on my way to Brews, and it got everywhere. And I looked at him, and I'm like, "What the hell, man?"
Are you actually serious? This happened just the other day.
What the hell, man?
Do you not get it?
I don't get it. Did he
I
throw you
was
the
like,
jar of
throw up your
mayonnaise?
dukes.
Hell.
Throw up your dukes.
Hellman is the name. Hellman is the name of a brand of mayonnaise.
I was like, "What the hell, man?"
So did it get in your car? What's so funny? What?
He threw a jar of mayonnaise at me, and I'm like, "What the hell, man?"
I would be too.
Do you not get it?
What, did it damage
Damn.
anything? Are
No,
you
it
okay?
didn't.
Holy
I'm fine.
shit.
I'm fine.
Is this actually a real story?
No.
So you lied about the story.
Hellman is a brand of mayonnaise. He threw mayonnaise.
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
it's
"What
like a
the hell,
pun."
man?" Yeah.
God dang.
I'm like, "Throw up your dukes, man." Dukes mayonnaise.
Throw up your dukes, man.
Yeah, but I was like, "What the hell, man?" first.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just be cool. God dang, be cool.
Be cool or
be
crap.
cool. God dang. I was actually
You was
worried.
worried.
I
I
was
seen
actually
the
about to start
concern.
getting mad that somebody.
seeing
I
the
was like thinking,
concern,
like,
man.
why would somebody just drive by and throw mayonnaise at you? I was actually starting to
What
get
the hell?
angry.
I've seen that. I appreciate that. That just means a lot.
And then now
What
I'm
the hell,
upset.
man? What the
Now
hell,
I'm upset
man?
that that's not even a real story. I was actually getting crunk over here. I was like, yo, this is actually some
I
news.
know you're right. You said this. You said straight up.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's whack.
we're gonna
wrap this
one
up. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up.
Let him calm down a little bit.
Yeah, be cool.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Skyler Jarvis Show.
Okay, before you close it off, Skyler, you have to say "be cool," and you have to put it in your voice box.
Be cool. Be cool.
Be cool. Be cool.
Oh, we got one for Mama too.
All
Hell
right,
yeah.
all right. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
Be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
Be cool.
Be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
Yeah. We need to get you a voice box, man.
We need to get you one. You and Shazan.
Hey, Kurt. Remember, keep everybody
This
in
is
your
like
thoughts
with-
and prayers in Western
Yes.
North Carolina.
Keep
Yes.
everybody in your thoughts and prayers.
Enough
that has
fooling
been affected
around.
by the hurricane.
Right.
Yeah, we
That is
need
right.
you to. We need you. Yeah. This is how we do this.
Right. Anybody that can help.
For sure.
Just keep them in your
Most
thoughts
definitely.
and prayers.
Keep
They
them
need
in
it.
your prayers.
Yep.
They really need it.
Shout out to the Wi-Fi. Shout out to the power. Shout out to the people that fix that stuff.
All the workers.
All the workers.
All the workers.
Right.
All the stuff.
Everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
So we're going to wrap this one up.
We're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
We hope you've enjoyed this installment of the Skyler Jarvis Show.
We do.
It's been fun.
It has been really fun.
Thank
the
you
next
to our
time.
guest. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for being here, Chrissy Jarvis,
Yep.
a.k.a. Mama.
AKA.
I really want to be on here again
Shout
when
out.
Linkin Park's new album comes out. I want to be there.
Ooh, you
I'm
want to...
so excited.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll
So
toss it up with
excited.
you about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Be cool. Go ahead.
This
Go ahead.
is Skyler Jarvis,
That is Skyler Jarvis.
Chrissy Jarvis.
That's Chrissy Jarvis.
The one and only.
The one and only.
This is Carson Bowman,
I'm Carson Bowman.
signing off.
Peace.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Skyler has left the building. Hey, Bird, don't you want to say anything?